What's going on, guys? Today we're going to be doing a different video, which I'm going to be talking about my transition. I can't believe I'm actually making this video. I don't mind making trans content at all. I just kind of break when it comes to actually talking about it. Like, I kind of just live like this every day, so I'm not really like, I don't have everything written down, you know. I'm pretty much gonna go from the top of my head about this video and hopefully answer some questions that either you have, or if you're just curious in general about like being trans, you know, maybe you're like, oh, I might be trans, I don't know, or just being curious, I guess, right? So first off, I want to say that I came out when I was 12, right? I came out when I was 12, and then I started like socially transitioning, you know, like changing the way I dress when I was 14. I have been through a lot with being trans. Being trans it's not the easiest thing. I mean, I feel like the whole world knows damn well that like we're almost one of the most hated people out there. It's very hard to just walk out the door and feel like you'll be accepted. And I know that a lot of like people of color have to deal with those types of things as well. So I can't really sit here and obviously compare race to gender because they're like two separate things. I feel like it can in a way give off the same vibe, you know, like how people be racist or it's just different people of color, and then you got trans people who are just being themselves literally, but so are people of color, so like what's going on? So it's kind of like in a way you can kind of like put them to, you know, when you're oppressed in general, you kind of understand, you know. Some people realize that or some people don't. At the end of the day, some people have more privilege than others, so that's why in a way I can't really compare the two pretty much. But yes, trans people are very just like, oh, like we're accepted but not in like society, if that makes sense. So that's why it's like so difficult for people to even want to come out in the first place. So that's pretty much what I'm coming out with this conversation. I want to maybe spread some light. If you're cis and you're watching this, you kind of are like, okay, I kind of understand what they kind of got to go through. Like a lot of people put us in boxes to where it's like, okay, like yeah, cis people this box and then trans people in this box. But outside of just that specific like two boxes, as if we're like all different like species or something, in my opinion, I feel like we should all be included. Like yeah, we have our differences, duh. I'm not trying to be cis, but I genuinely don't like the feeling of feeling like you're leaving other people out because you don't like what they got going on with their own life. I'm starting to slowly have more trans people, you know, like in my circle, kind of. I'm like kind of. It's nice to have community, but it's also sad that we kind of have to have separate communities in the first place, if you guys know what I mean, because it's so sad. Like we're literally here just to, I don't know, I mean, why are we here? You know, have fun, live life, experiment, enjoy it, fuck around, not too much, but like, you know, have fun, literally just have fun, go out and enjoy life, you know, watch a movie, I don't know, something. But people get so like into gender and into things that literally doesn't matter. So that's why I'm making this, because I know that a lot of cis people, some people are really uneducated, and at this point this is like an education video, so let's get into it. The first thing that I did was, see, I socially transitioned. So like I changed my name, I started cutting my hair, I started dressing more masculine, and I just was like, well, I always felt like a boy, bro. At least me, I don't know, I feel like this was everybody, but that's how you know I'm trans. I used to be like, dude, like there has to be a way to not get these periods because I'm a boy. Like in my head I'm always like, I'm a boy, why am I getting periods? Boys don't get periods. You know. So eventually I started getting curious, started like YouTubing things and looking up stuff and just trying to put pieces together, because I've never seen people talk about trans people like ever. And anytime I ever saw like something, it's always like making fun of trans people, like mocking trans people. For example, in my opinion, like white chicks, that's a big example of like mocking trans people, because what do you mean men can just like freely dress like that, and then like they can do it and it's funny, but if you guys genuinely see a trans person out there dressing like that, you guys get mad and like upset. So in my opinion, how can they do it even as a joke, but if people do it in real life, it's a problem. Like, you don't make sense. So when I would see movies like that as a kid, I'm like, okay, like these people are literally like mocking, like quote unquote, like try and be the other gender, head ass, because that's at that point they're trans. You guys are mocking women, you guys literally want to be women anyway. So shit like that, I'd be like, okay, why the fuck can they do it, but like this is just in a movie? And I used to be like, there's a way, there has to be, you know. So I used to be seen as a tomboy, which I hated that fucking term, because bro, take the tom out. I used to be like, take the tom out, I'm just a boy, take the tom out. I never really liked that saying tomboy. Like, don't call me that. Just because people in general, just because people like to dress masculine doesn't mean you have to like put that onto them and tell them that they're still a girl, but you're just in boys clothes. Like, clothes is just clothes at the end of the day. It's so stupid how pink is for girls and blue is for boys. Like, you're fucking dumb. Sometimes the sky be pink, like sunset wise. What the fuck does that mean? That God's a girl, or like what? Like, I don't understand the mentality. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I don't get it. They're just colors. Anyway, I don't hear it anymore. Not nowadays. I don't know. But some people genuinely think it's a phase. Nowadays, they don't call it a phase anymore. They'll call it like mental illness. So we went from a phase to now it's mental illness. Like, what the fuck? Anyway, stuff like that pretty much is kind of what I had to go through as a kid. Just the thinking that it's a phase and like, oh, you'll grow out of it. And fuck no, I didn't. I'm 22, about to be 23. And I'm literally still trans, and I'm going to stay trans for the rest of my life. I've learned to love myself, because with a lot of like misgendering, a lot of like evilness in the world, as a trans person, you kind of just have to learn to love yourself. And I wish I would have heard this type of things when I was a kid. And I would kind of every now and then, but it was so hard to listen to it. Like, I would always hear, love yourself, make sure to love yourself. And I'm like, how can I love myself if what I see in the mirror doesn't apply to what I want to see? I want to see man, I want to see facial hair, I want to hear deep voice, you know, I want to just be me. I started loving being trans eventually. You know, I went through certain relationships trying to expose me for being trans to other women that they think I was dating or something, and telling me like, oh, by the way, he's trans, as if it's like a bad thing. There's a lot of loving people out there. So eventually you have to realize that like all the hateful stuff is not real life, and that the people that love you are out there. I'm so grateful for everybody that even watches my videos, even cares to like hear me talk in general. It's a whole thing. I can keep going into this. I just hope you guys are hearing this and like kind of like realizing what I'm trying to get at, that it can feel difficult, yes, to like love yourself, but as a trans person, you need to love yourself, because you are the only person that you're going to be here with. You are born by yourself, you will die by yourself. That's literally how it goes, right? But like, it's the truth. You know, you have to be the one to like care for yourself. You can't sit there and like put your own validation onto other people or what they think about you, because yeah, that's a whole long game that not just trans people have to deal with. Y'all know what I mean. I'm not even gonna get into it because I can get into the hella topics. If you guys want to see more stuff like this, then I'm down. But honestly, so you gotta love yourself. That's like step 2. Step 3. Let me see, I got top surgery probably when I was like, oh my gosh, how old was I? I had to be 20. It's been 2 years. So yeah, I was like 20 when I got top surgery, dude. Best day of my life. Halloween the 31st. Best fucking day of my life. Like, W surgeon, W everything, dude. Anyway, I've been talking for a minute. This is like advice that I would give my younger self, and hopefully somebody out there that's like a baby, no, baby trans, not just kidding, but like a pre-T, how lonely it could feel, feeling like nobody cares, nobody understands you. You do have to find community in some way, shape, or form. There's love out there. There's so much love, and that goes for everybody. That's all I can say with that part. So let me see, more advice that I would give my younger self. I don't know, be patient. Because in the beginning of my transition, when I first started testosterone, I was not as patient as I should have been. Every like damn near day, every week, I would be like recording like video voice updates. I'd be like, okay, this is my voice, pre-T, right? I wouldn't even post it. I would just have it like in my camera roll, and I'd be like, first day on testosterone, and then
this is my voice, one day on T.
And then like first week on testosterone, you know, like my changes came pretty quick. I'm not gonna lie. My first change that I saw was bottom growth. That was the main one. My voice getting deeper. It started like being scratchy, itchy, and stuff like that. And then I would get like voice cracks. So that was kind of funny and fun. Just the process, seeing like my face change slowly into like how it looks now, which I'm not like the most masculine looking, no, but I did kind of change a little. I don't know, I'll put a picture right here somewhere. Yeah, I'm all posing. But like I did change. I have changed how how I look and how I am and how I talk. And obviously I'm an adult now, I'm not a kid anymore, so I don't really have to deal with like all the things that I had to deal with as a kid. So I make my own decisions now pretty much. So it's kind of like whatever I do with my life is kind of up to me. And when you're a kid, sometimes some things aren't really up to you in that moment, but you have to realize that you're not going to be stuck as a kid forever, and that you'll eventually be able to do what you want, like, and not bad things, bro, because I swear, I know I don't mean that like that. I'm not trying to condone doing bad shit. Good things in the world, like, I don't know, going out, traveling by yourself, going somewhere, have fun, hello, like things that actually matter. I don't fucking know. Eventually you're gonna be able to do stuff like that. And even when it comes to testosterone, because I didn't start testosterone until I was like 17, right? So I'm talking about all these things, and I was 17. I had to go through all those fucking changes throughout all those years. I was damn near like 10 years of my life of going through like woman puberties, and I could have maybe started around 15 possibly if I would have been listened to. I haven't had many people that genuinely give a fuck to even like ask me or know what I got going on with my transition. Trans people are literally what we should all be as a society. I see this a lot, like, not all of you, not all of you, and I'm like, duh, you're literally putting us in a box that's like cis people like this and trans people are like this, and like as if trans people can't act like cis people, because at the end of the day we're all humans. You see what I mean? Like, you treat us like we're just over here on the side, and I hate that society does that, because at the end of the day we're all just humans and we're all just here. And I don't mean to say we should be mixed in as in we should be like cis people. I mean, we should all be included as if we were cis people, because we're not a separate gender or a separate, like, not, at least not me, bro. I'm just a man. Like, that's it. Like, yeah, I'm a man that just happens to be trans at the end of the day. I don't know, that's my opinion, because I don't really think I give off woman vibes. And if you think I give off woman vibes because I express myself, which I get that a lot, you're so feminine because you express yourself with your hands, your face. Like, men can't move their face or their hands. Like, men gotta just be like this. All right, so we're gonna be doing this and we're gonna be doing that. And I'm like, bro, that's so boring. Can we talk? Can we have a conversation? Can we talk about things that matter? And if we can't do that, then I don't care to talk to you, like, respectfully. So let's do something that we've never done before. Let's do something interesting. Like, let's try new things out that we're scared to try. And this is a video that in the beginning of the video I was like, about it, and now it's kind of just flowing out of me to just be talking about my things. Yeah, at the end of the day we should all be like trans people, but not everybody is. A lot of people can learn from trans people, but this is why I'm making these types of videos, because I feel like cis people could also learn from trans people. Like, cis men can learn from trans men on how to do like the basics. Like the basics. I make a couple videos talking about like on my Instagram, I'll be like, oh yeah, you know, some of us know how to like clean, some of us actually cook, some of us actually care to like know how you feel. It's kind of hard to give like a lot of advice. I can say a lot, like, trust me, I can give a lot of advice, a lot of like knowledge about me being trans, because I'm trans every day. That's technically all the advice that I want to give for this video. And maybe we'll keep making more videos like this if you guys are fucking with it and want to know more about trans people. Once again, I can only speak for me, but most of us can relate to the topics that I just talked about today. Eventually, if you want to get more into detail with like what I got going on and stuff, then I'll let y'all know. But other than that, I think I'm done with this video. I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Lil Cuckoo. If you guys don't know, I'm trans man. I'm 22. I make TikToks. I'm on Instagram. I hope you guys follow along and you guys fuck with this video. I'll see y'all next Saturday with some more videos. Peace.